Shout out to Coppish.
Shout out to Coppish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Coppish.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well and welcome back to Team Coppish. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. First place versus second in the league. One team has lost one game in the Premier League this season, and the team they lost to is a team that they have to travel to in the middle of the week to try and get 3 points to keep their title charge going, while the other team, who finished 17th last season, are now knocking on the door of potentially pulling off a miracle. We're joined by Forest Fan TV's Wolfie as we chop up the game. Wolfie, firstly, welcome to the show, bro. How are you?
I'm good, boys. Big up to you guys. Who could have believed? Who could have believed this game would be first versus joint second at the start of the season, man? Good to be back on. Good to see you, boys. Hope you're all well.
Yeah, man. Not too bad, bro. Like you said, I'm just shocked to see Nottingham Forest joint second right now, bro. I'll be real. For me, you're the surprise team of the season. I don't think anyone would have foresaw that. Like you said, finishing 17th, and then now you're joint second, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you've already beaten us.
And yeah, only team to beat you, living rent free in Slot's mind, man. He talks about that win more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Even after you drew with Man U, his first thought was, "Oh, it was like Forest and what have you." So, I think he has a personal stake in this game on Tuesday, and that might be his downfall. You know.
I got to start off with this, Wolfie. Obviously, the Leicester City comparisons have started already. If I'm not mistaken, before they won the league, they just about escaped relegation, similar to yourselves. Do you see similarities in their title charge to yourselves, or do you don't even like them?
None whatsoever, bro. I get this a lot, right? And I respect what they did, but I say they're one, they survived a year, exactly like you said, the great escape, as the Leicester fans called it, and then won the league. For me, man, if you want a proper comparison, the better result was what Forest did back in the day when we won the league after being promoted in that first season, and then won the European Cup back to back. That, for me, that's the big comparison. I don't think that will ever be done again. If we do what Leicester did, they're gonna say to us, "Oh, we did it in 1 year. You guys took 2." You know what I'm saying? So I get the comparisons because the style of play is somewhat similar, counter-attacking football and what have you. But it's not even the greatest footballing story. We've already got that from back in the late 70s and 80s. So I get what you're saying, Cal. I get what you're saying, but they're irrelevant, man. They're irrelevant. They don't like us. We have no real beef with them. At least my generation don't, right? But they do not like the fact that we're sitting where we're sitting in the table.
Drift, you're looking at Nottingham Forest at the moment, and I think I can echo this for most people in the Liverpool fan base. We're very nervous about this game. We believe in our team, but we're still nervous about this game. What is it that you think has made Nottingham Forest go from potential relegation last season to a team that could comfortably finish within the top 4 this season?
I don't know. With all due respect, I haven't paid enough attention to Tottenham to truly know what the difference is. I think Nottingham Forest was always a tricky game to be away to, even when they weren't playing that well, because if I'm not mistaken, it was either like a last-minute winner we needed last year to win that game.
Cheated.
So it was
season before they beat us as well.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things where sometimes things just click, and you know. The crazy thing is, this isn't me being disrespectful to Forest. I think a lot of teams can have things click and they can go on runs because most teams have decent first 11s. If you can keep that first 11 together, then you can be okay. So again, all the credit goes to Forest for doing it. And I think Nuno's the top manager. Remember, I got laughed out of here when I said Tottenham shouldn't have sacked Nuno. Oh, what are you talking about, Nuno? I was like, forget about you just watching this recent stuff. Nuno's a good manager. No, he's not. Everybody loves to do that. Same thing like when I was told Odegaard was world-class, best 10 in the world. Okay. Like people live in moments. But I look at what they're doing now and I think, as much as I'm going to give them mad credit, there are quite a few teams that Brighton, for example, I think their first 11, if stayed fit all the time, they could be doing this. Just as an example, do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just key to get the best out of what you have, and you can do what Nottingham Forest are doing. And credit Nuno, he's doing that. Couple injuries, and it could be a totally different situation. I guess Wolfie will know that. Like if Woods was out, God forbid, for 3 months, or one of the wingers was out for 3 months, like little things like that. All of a sudden, you see a little crack. Smaller teams don't deal well with stuff like that. But while Murillo's fit, while Woods is banging in goals, while everything's clicking, this is what can happen, man. So I think Nottingham Forest will get top 5 because it's not top 4 this time. It's top 5. I think they will get it. I think the only problem,
top 5's not guaranteed just yet. It's looking
I know,
likely,
but
but it's not guaranteed yet.
Can you see anybody doing better than the English clubs overall in the
I know, I hear you, but as of right now, it's still top 4.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. But I think the English teams will do so well in Europe that the 5th place will come back to England for this year. But you're right, it's not a guarantee, but I think it will. So I think they'll definitely finish in Champions League. If I was going to give some advice to Nottingham Forest, it wouldn't even be about this year. I think that's going to happen. It will be, don't fuck up when you're there. Because it's always you get there and then something goes wrong the next year, the traveling, the squad ain't good, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden you get a crazy, horrible year the following year. Look at Newcastle. Look how massive the drop-off was in the year in the middle. They got the Champions League, then they couldn't cope with it. And then all them problems happened. They had a terrible season. Now they're out of Europe. They're having a brilliant season again. So I'll probably just more want Forest. How do you deal with it when you get there? Because I think they'll get there. I think they will finish in the top 5.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, bro. I think I agree with some of the stuff, disagree with the others. Like with the Newcastle comparison, for me, I still don't think they had that bad a season last year. They should have got Europe if Man City had beaten United and didn't take the place out of the leagues. That's one thing. Yeah, but I do agree, like if we get some injuries where we are now, but it has to be key injuries. If Wood was to go out, we haven't got Taiwo isn't cutting it this year for us. That would be a huge loss for the goals. But we have got injuries. Like Danilo's just come back after breaking his ankle week 1 in the Premier League. Sangare's been out since about week 4. They were meant to be our 6 and 8. And we've coped with them. But Nuno has a record. Even when you speak to the Wolves fans, when he was at Wolves, he likes a smaller squad because he wants to trust in the players that he works with day in, day out. And they all said to me, we don't get injuries. They had the Raul Jimenez one, but outside of that, there was nothing too serious. And I was like, I don't believe you, man. Forest, before Nuno came in, had injury after injury after injury. And like I said, we've kept our squad tight. Just 2 major injuries this season, but we've coped without them. But yeah, if Chris Wood goes, or for me, Milenkovic, I think he's been huge for us this season, then that would worry me. But Nuno's just got this way. I've probably jinxed it now, but he's just got this way of just keeping players fit because he likes that tight-knit kind of squad.
Matt, I'm going to come to you now. We spoke offline before we started, but I just want to obviously get your views on it so the community and Forest Fan TV subscribers can hear as well. Who do you look at from Nottingham Forest and think they're a threat? We need to keep them quiet because if we don't, it could end up really coming back to haunt us.
They've got some real stand-up plays this season. The first player that comes to mind is Alanga. I think he's been their most consistent player this season. Morgan Gibbs-White is another threat. He's picked up form last couple of games, maybe like the last month, but I don't think he started the season well. But he's playing the Gibbs-White that I remember from last year. Then also you got Hudson-Odoi as well, who, in my opinion, may be the most erratic out of the 3 behind Wood, but on his day can cause problems. Look up to Conor Bradley. And then obviously you got their marksman, who again, he's a very smart striker, because here's what I think will happen. We know what Nottingham Forest can do. They'll play on the counter, but they may play a little bit more front-footed because they're at home. But Chris Wood is a very good decoy to allow those speedsters off the ball to get into very good positions. Yeah. And that's obviously Hudson-Odoi, Alanga, and even Gibbs-White to an extent. And not only that, Forest defensively are on point. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. If I've got this correct, they've got the most clean sheets this season with 9, more than us with 8. Great. If I'm not mistaken, only up until the other day, they only scored 29 goals in the Prem. So they don't even really score loads of goals, but because they normally win games like 2-0, 2-1. They don't like batter teams. but they're very surgical with it. They pick their moments and they pick you off and they just score like they did against us. So those, you see Alanga, Hudson-Odoi, Chris Wood, Gibbs White, those are danger men that we can't afford to leave free at any given moment. We have to be on our A game, because I do think when it comes to the midfield battle, I think we got a better midfield. And obviously, I think our attack's better. But you see, like, if the game is a bit stretched, something that we don't want, we want to control the game. If the game is stretched, that's why I will worry about Forest, because Forest like a lot of space. If they get space, they exploit and they execute. And that's what you don't want to see, fam. So, and obviously, I've got to give a shout out to Aina as well, if that's how you pronounce it. Because I said to Wolfie, even before I went live, I was like, you see that right back here? I only really knew about him until he locked up Diaz early in the season. When we played them, he locked up Diaz at Anfield. Diaz done nothing. Diaz's probably worst game against, arguably, him and Partey are the two right backs that have locked him up. And I'm not going to lie to you. If he's on his A game, this is where you kind of need Cody Gakpo. And hopefully Diaz does the false 19, but he's another player that I worry about, because, again, he's a problem even scoring. He scored the other day. So Forest got players, bro. Like, I think people also think as well that Forest is just going to suddenly just like drop off sort of thing. Do you know what it is about Forest though? They're very structured. They know they have a clear identity. Nuno's given them identity, counter-attacking. They know what they're about and they're dangerous. I'm not joking. I think that Forest are about it. They are about it this year.
I think you're bang on, bro.
I'll come over to you now with the same. Sorry, I'll come over to you with the same question. But from a Forest standpoint, who do you look at in this Liverpool team and think we've got to keep them quiet for giving us the best chance of getting some points here?
Bro, for me, I know everyone will say Salah and what have you. It's Gravenberch, man. I just think, I remember coming on here when you first signed him and said, you needed a 6 a couple of years back when you got him. I said to you guys, I've seen him play in the 6 and he can do it. Is he the finished article of 6? No. But I just think he solved a major issue for you this season. And I always feel that 6 is one of the most important positions on the pitch. If it's the unsung hero, he'll do the hard yards, the dirty work, and he starts the turnovers. And he has been, especially in the first part of the first half of the season, for me, is one of the best players in the league. And he's freed up the others to really go and kind of express themselves and play their game. So for me, he's like your unsung hero. I really like what he's done this season. Can he continue to do it for the rest of the season? I think he can. I think he grows and grows from where he is. So I think he's a quality signing. Obviously, Salah, you can't not ignore him, what he's done this year. I think that goes without saying. He's your poster boy and what have you. But Jota coming back. Is he back fit now? I saw him playing the other week. Is he?
Yeah, he played yesterday in the FA Cup. Got some good minutes under his belt. So yeah, I still don't know if he'll start. We'll speak about that more as the show goes. I don't know if he'll start, but he's definitely back fit.
He always scores against us, man, and I've always rated him. And like, I'd rather he didn't start, to be honest with you guys. I think he's a quality player. So there's quality everywhere. Van Dijk's come back into form. For me, his partnership with Konate has been good. I think your weakness is your fullbacks. I know Trent gets a lot of stick, but for me, Robertson's the one that you guys need to next seriously look at replacing, getting a good left back in. But yeah, Szoboszlai, I'm not sure. And I think he brings energy into the midfield, but was he overhyped when he first came in? Maybe a little bit for me. But I think you've just got, again, it's that word balance. I think what I like is Slot came in. He didn't tinker too much. He's now, got his philosophy in and quickly, but he looked at what he's got and said, I can do well with this team. And that's why I tipped you guys before a ball was kicked to win the league, because there was a core team there. It's not like he was taken over from a manager that was sacked because you've fallen off or what have you. And there was that consistency and everyone knows their role within that team. So I think you got the balance. But for me, Gravenberch has been phenomenal this season.
Just out of curiosity, can Murillo play left back?
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him at left back. He'd be wasted.
If you know what to do, Jeff.
No, he
This,
can't. You know what? He's not even a good centre back. He's not even a good centre
You're
back.
taking the piss, bro. You're
I'm
making
telling
it
you,
seem like
like
Forest.
Murillo is overhyped, right? He's just got that
That was what
Brazilian
you said
flag on his
backstage,
passport,
bro.
right? He's just
Who,
overhyped.
me?
He wouldn't fit in.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about Wolfie. That ain't what you've been saying about Murillo. You've been saying Murillo's quality.
He's trying to
I've been
downplay him now,
watching,
innit? So we don't win
I
it.
forgot about Cal and his notepad, man. You know.
No, Murillo.
Oh no, you'll be all right if Callum's noting it down and talking about
Wow.
Bro, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
So the
Just get
people
his
told me
knife
I've
out,
got to
man.
get at you, Kel.
You get his
The
knife out,
people
man.
told me I've got to get at you, bro. The people told me.
Is he just quickly, Wolfie? Do you think he's like your best defender, or he has been your best defender this year, or would you say someone else has been your best defender?
But I don't want another name going on a notepad, man, because no, I don't think he's been our best defender.
You're winning games. We've been watching. Milinkovic has been doing his shit as well.
Milenkovic,
We've been
man,
watching since-
you know what it is? Milenkovic for me is that old school centre back. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Vidic, and I hate Man U, and it pains me to say it. Yeah, but Vidic was decent. I'll whisper it, but he reminds me that he's no nonsense, man. The ball comes into the box. If it's aerial, he heads it away. I don't think he's the quickest, but he's just got so much football IQ for me. I've never seen him slide into a tackle, never seen a player get in behind him, never seen him, be rash in a challenge, because he always lets the play in front of him. He's organized it well. And then he's allowed Murillo. He said to Murillo, all right, you're the Brazilian, man. You go run 60 yards with the ball and have a shot from 30 yards if you want. I got your back here, man. I got this covered. And that partnership is just so balanced now. I said at the start of the season I got laughed at. I still get laughed at now. It's the best centre-back pairing in the league. And don't come at me with BBD and Kanate, right? I will stick to it. I will stick to it.
Oh.
That for me, they are the best centre-back.
Technically at the moment, considering you've conceded the least amount of goals and most clean sheets, you've got to be in the conversation.
Look.
No, they have to be in the
love
conversation.
Wolfie.
They have to be in the
I
conversation.
love Wolfie. We're respectful to all our guests and stuff, but we can't just let shit be said like that. We just can't.
Bring shit back, man. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Ibu and Kanate is clearly, easily the best centre back.
Ibu and VVD, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ibu and Ibu and VVD.
Man said Ibu and Kanate. I rate it. No, I rate it. Just on board.
Ibu and Virgil. But don't get me wrong, the Nottingham
yeah.
Forest defenders are brilliant. And to be fair to you, bro, he's better than Vidic. If you're saying about like he's not diving into tackles and stuff. Because Vidic loved diving into tackles. I think that was one of the things that made him a little bit of a not so, when people put Vidic on like the John Terry level, no, because he used to dive in. John Terry was more calm. Rio, they weren't always on the floor flying around. Vidic, he was always on the floor, like even Carlton Cole put him on his back. So, like, yeah, I don't know.
But the reason, bro, I'm saying it right. Hear my logic out here. Who faces more attacking threats against them in a match? The Liverpool defense or the Forest defense? It would be the Forest defense. We can all agree on that, yeah? Because we soak up pressure, we go on the counter attack, whereas you guys front flowing, free flowing football. To have then conceded the exact amount of goals that you have with our defense, and at the heart of it being Murillo and Milenkovic, for me, at least puts the argument forward that they need to be in that conversation. And it's changed. When I said at the start of the season, everyone was laughing. Now it's like, all right, let's consider it. But no, we're still going to say VVD and Kanate, or the Arsenal fans are going to say Saliba and Gabriel. Look how they did today. So that's my logic behind it. They face way more attacking pressure than your centre backs do. Now, I could understand that you could say, okay, could they do it on a high line though? Because we play a bit deeper than you would. Can they cover that space?
That's 100%.
That's a big factor.
Yeah, so that's another argument. I can't answer that one because I don't see it that much with them.
Another argument can also be when you're not defending as much, your concentration levels need to be at like 100%. And it's a bit like goalkeeper. When we say a goalkeeper's being peppered all game, he's amazing. But sometimes the best goalkeepers are the ones that aren't peppered, because their concentration levels have to be maximum, because when that opportunity arises, you have to make a big save, you got to do it. And that's when I can say the slight rebuttal. But I hear what you're saying, though. I'm just talking about a slight rebuttal could also be, if you're not defending as much, you need your P's and Q's to be on point all the time. And if they're not, you get exposed. But I hear your point though, fam. Honestly.
Yeah, we used to say it about the Arsenal pairing, and nobody's saying Gabriel and Saliba aren't good defenders. They are. But we always said, but they're protected well. They have centre backs either side of them, and they have holding men in front of them. When they're exposed, how good are they in that regard? And I've seen Squirtsy doing up man today, and I'm just saying that could never be my Ibu or Virgil. Like letting Squirtsy all do them up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So understand, if you get put in the Liverpool system, especially under Klopp, that was why we always would say Ibu and Virgil for us will always be better, because I don't think the other defenders can handle playing the way we play, where you're a lot more exposed. I think Virgil and Ibu, considering we're such a good team, get way more one-on-one defending than anybody we get compared
more expansive.
to. Yeah. They always do it. Like, look at Virgil. Sometimes Virgil's taken on 2-3 people on his own, and he'll look around like, have I got to thump someone up? Why are you lot leaving me with all this like work to do? So that's why I'll always stand by.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, because if they were to make a mistake so high up the pitch, there ain't no one covering them. You know what I'm saying? They have to be on it 100% of the time. So I get that argument. My point still stands. Obviously, I'm going to defend my boys. You guys are going to defend your boys, and probably the majority will back your boys. I get that. Yeah. But after everyone's played our team, they've all come out saying, how much for that Murillo? You only paid 13 million for Milenkovic. So, you know, my main argument that I can't lose on is pound for pound, they are definitely the best centre-back pairing, because we paid a combined 26 million for the pair of them.
That's true. And do you want to know what the biggest compliment I can give is? If Liverpool were going for either of them, I'd be happy. So that's the biggest compliment that I can pay. Do you get what I'm saying?
I need Virgil to sign that contract, because you have been linked to Murillo, man, for a while.
I was going to ask you, Wolfie, is he the one you're most worried about losing in the summer potentially?
Yeah. I think
Gibbs White or someone else.
The talks are Gibbs White's going to sign a new contract. Murillo is also about to sign a new contract, but he's had links with you boys, with Real Madrid, with Barca.
Is there a release clause in his contract?
No, they're not going to put a release clause in.
All right, so you're in a strong position if there's no release clause, then at least.
Yeah, so once he signs that contract, I will be less nervous about him going. But until that's signed, we're in a window now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was links early on, just as the window's opening, that you guys were sniffing for him. Then I've heard you were sniffing for Anderson and Morgan Gibbs White. To me, it's just slot tactics, maybe try and unsettle the team. I'm not sure I believe any of them. But none of those players currently have a release clause, nor will they have in their updated contracts. So, but money talks.
Wolfie, take it from me, bro. If Liverpool have been linked to one of your players, the players, you're good. We won't be signing them.
Just quickly,
no emergency streams, man. No Napoli freaking.
Just quickly, who are you guys playing at left back? Is it still Nico Williams playing there?
Yeah.
How well has he been playing this season? Because I'll be real, when he was at Liverpool, these man rated him higher than what I did, and I was favouring.
Not like Nico Williams. Tell the truth, bro.
That's an understatement.
Can I land? Can I land, please?
Yeah, man, land.
You think he took a shit on that?
Can I land, please? Can I land? Can I land? Thank you. Nico Williams, yeah? Like, do you think it's taken time to get where he needs to be, or did you always see that? Because at Liverpool, I'll be honest, because he wasn't a starter, it was one of the things where it's like, he was in at the team. There was no consistency. And I couldn't see him playing for a Premier League team. If I'm being judged, I thought he would actually go down to Championship. And I kept on saying Kia Van Hover, who's at, I don't even know if he's at Wolves. I thought he was the better like left back, right back. And I'm not going to lie. So far, Nico Williams, I can't say nothing bad about him. But from your perspective, how do you see him?
I can, and I have. Like, over the first year and a half, he was not strong enough for me. He was playing right back or right wing back, depending on the system we were in. He looked more comfortable as a right wing back. And then there was a couple of times where he played left back. I think when we beat you at the City Ground 2 years ago, he played left back. And that was one of his best games up against Salah. But he faded out the team. Like, for me, one of the worst games he ever had was in the Cup against Blackpool. We lost 4-1 to Blackpool. And most of the goals were his fault. And after that, I was done with him. But since he switched to the left-hand side, even though he's right-footed, he's been really good attacking. I still have question marks about his physicality in defense. Sometimes he can get in behind. But this last month and a half to 2 months, he's been one of the most improved players. He's keeping Alex Moreno out of the team, who we've got on loan from Villa, who himself, he had a great game against Salah when we played you earlier on in the season. So Nico Williams right now, for me, is in a real good purple patch. He needs to now make that a trend rather than just a patch. But there is a player in him, and I definitely think he's better at left back than at right back, even though obviously it's an inverted foot.
Fair play, fair play.
All right, shout out to one of the
Shall I tell you why I'm not shouting out? Shall I tell you why we're not shouting him out? Look, Matt Wolfie, what were you guys saying before we went live? Matt, you were like, I'm not going to call him. You see,
Yeah, I wasn't going to call him. Yeah, because
what did I say? I said, no, we need to call him. Look, Wolfie, please. This is why Lee can't get no mercy. He put stuff like this in the chat.
Because the wickedest thing is, I was like, I'll call him tomorrow, innit? Like, man will call him tomorrow. Because right now, I saw the thing is, like I said, just quickly, I saw his fan cam. And believe it or not, he actually was he was calm, but he was like talking with Vim. And
I'm not gonna lie, he done me with the Rosicki bit at the end. That done me.
But bigger, because here's the thing, Lee just now he understands what we were saying, innit? And you know, so crazy, like, you know, when someone's just like, he doesn't even look vexed anymore. He's just accepting what's happened. Like, but yeah, man, Lee, I'll shout you tomorrow. Innit? I wasn't even gonna call you tonight because obviously, like, you might be in your feelings or whatever, innit? I didn't want to. I'm calling Lee tonight because Lee. No, I'm not calling him tonight. I'll call him tomorrow.
Mercy, man.
He messaged me after the Tottenham game.
Oh, did he? He didn't message me, so that's different. That's different.
Yeah, I'm calling him tonight.
Bro, you know what? He's at the stage now. Remember what your dad would say to you back in the day? I ain't angry at you. I'm disappointed. Yeah, that's where he's at now, man. That's where he's at now.
He's at that stage. He's at
he's extremely disappointed. Every time Laurie went to ask him something else, man just pulled them up. I said, "Am I finished?" Man just pulled it, but still calm. You know, it's just like, nah. Somebody that's
what I'm saying. He wasn't even angry when he was saying it.
He
was just like, Laurie. One second. Big up Laurie as well. Big up Laurie. Big up the whole AFTV gang. You get me?
Lee's not there yet. You think Lee's there? He's not there yet.
Yeah, we got Prime AFTV back, boys. That's what I'm saying.
Not yet, Wolfie. Not yet. It needs to go more. I
hear it.
They need to have Spurs. Woof.
Oh, they lose to Spurs.
At the Emirates.
What, 2 losses in a row?
3 losses in a row.
No, we won't get that. I'm
gonna be real. I'm not saying it can happen. There's a possibility,
Matt,
you know.
Did you see what Tottenham needed to get through to the next round today,
brother? I'm telling you from now,
bro.
I know it's crazy. Football has a way of figuring itself out.
Gonna get piped, Matt.
No, not when it's Tottenham, bruv. Not when it's Tottenham.
Did you man all think Man United were going to beat Arsenal today? Because I did. Did you?
No, but I think they had more capability than Tottenham.
Yeah,
but Tottenham are like a weird team.
Exactly.
They're weird, bro. If they turn up, it's problems.
No, but Matt, did you watch the FA Cup game today?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see Spurs' game today,
bro. Apart from Son and Kulusevski, they put a full team out and needed extra time and bringing Son and Kulusevski on.
Who did they play?
Tamworth.
Yeah. This is gonna sound mad.
Don't you dare make an excuse for them. Don't you dare make an excuse,
bro. Let me land. Spurs are the weirdest. Sometimes they turn up for the bigger teams.
It's at the Emirates, Matt. It's at the Emirates.
Bro, I know this is crazy. No one expects Spurs to win. That's why I have them down to potentially maybe get something.
I've got them to win it. I'm with you because Spurs turned up against you randomly and then should have lost today. Yeah, they got lucky, man, to even get through extra time, man. It's embarrassing.
They should have lost
against
it in
a postman and a delivery van, you know, on the other team. You know what I'm saying? For Spurs to be Spurs are Spurs, and the most Spursy thing to do would be to go to the Emirates and win.
This is what I'm saying. No pressure. Don't bet on them though. Don't do no accumulators or flipping.
Yeah, don't blame us, man.
Yeah, I've already done my accumulator. Arsenal's the one I've picked. You don't pick Tottenham.
That means Spurs are winning, chat. You heard it here first. No, Spurs are winning. You heard it here first, chat.
No chance. Maybe a draw, not a win. Spurs can't.
The last time Spurs beat Arsenal at the Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, was November 2011.
And when was the last time Man United beat Arsenal?
Desmond's was still on TV.
When was the last time Man United? That's true. When was the last time Man United beat Arsenal?
Yeah, I'll Sava what he thinks. He's in the chat. Football heritage. Man.
Oh, boy.
Can you guys ask my question? Just quickly, yeah. Guys, just quickly. When was the last time Man United beat Spurs? Man United beat Arsenal at the Emirates.
No, but they didn't beat them. Technically, it was a draw. Remember?
Draw.
I know,
Penalties don't
but
count.
they
Penalties
still-
don't
Yeah,
count.
it's a draw. Technically, it's a draw, bro.
I hear it.
Bro,
Maybe I'm
look,
reaching.
I know
Maybe
what you're
I'm
saying.
reaching.
Football's a weird thing. Football can throw all kind of crazy things, but all logic tells you it's impossible for Spurs to get a win. A draw, maybe. A draw,
If
maybe.
they do,
Not a win. Not a win.
But if they do,
If they get a
are
draw,
we in agreement it's a 2-horse race? That's all I'm saying. Forest Liverpool.
No, if we beat you and
It's done.
Spurs
It's done.
beat Arsenal,
It's over.
then I would probably say Forest are definitely the closest one at that.
Nah, it's over. If you beat us and they lose to Spurs, it's done.
Oh, I
If
didn't
we
know.
beat you and Arsenal lose to Spurs, it's a 2-horse race.
They lost.
Nah, I don't know, bro, because we've got a really horrendous end to the season in terms of fixtures, and there's a lot of football left to be played. So
Yeah, but if you beat us with your game in hand, that puts you 9, potentially 12. That's done, man. Come on, man. Where's your chest? Where's your chest on
no,
this?
I do believe we're gonna win the league, but I'm just being very level-headed because Moyes is in now at Everton, so that won't be an easy game like the Daesh situation. They'll be rejuvenated, they'll play better now. Like, so all of a sudden that 3 points looks a lot harder. I'm almost like, man, why didn't we just play it before? Because now it's a harder game.
I actually think Moyes coming in helps our cause because Dyche, but you see how Dyche football is, man. It's the most anti-Liverpool football you can ever meet.
But Daesh didn't have a good record against us, though. I would have preferred to play a Daesh Everton.
He ended his
Moyes
season last year, didn't
No,
he?
I prefer David Moyes Everton than a Dice one, you know.
Do you?
Yeah, because I think Dice kind of he fires them up more and they're a bit more like even more aggressive and they just move mad, bro.
No, that's right. They'll be more aggressive. I agree with that.
Dice used to hate Klopp. Remember Klopp? I think him and Klopp hated each other, you know. Dice and Klopp when Klopp was there.
But Daesh is a Liverpool fan, so it was probably just jealousy, bro.
No, but Dice
He's a Forest fan,
They
man.
hated each
He's
other, bro.
always at the City ground, man. We can't get rid of him. We can't get rid of him. I was been worried that if we sack a manager, he's next in, man. He literally has a season ticket.
Dice is just like he was a pest.
I don't know.
All right, boys, let's get back to the game at hand. Wolfie, who do you think will be in your starting 11 on Tuesday evening?
I think we're going to go with a back four. I think Sells will definitely be in goal. He's had 4 or 5 clean sheets in a row now. He's been on fire. It will be Einar right back, Milenkovic and Murillo, Eminem in the middle, and then I think it will be Nico Williams. That's maybe the one contentious position. Does he bring Moreno in? I don't think he does because Moreno hasn't had much game time. So I think it'll be Nico Williams. Chris Wood up front, Alanga on the right, Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left, Gibbs White in the 10. I think the debate is the 6 and the 8. My feeling will be Anderson will definitely start in the 8. He's been really good this season. The kid we got from Newcastle. And then it's between Yates and Dominguez. I don't know. I think he may start Yates just to rattle McAllister again. I don't think Yates is a great footballer, but he does have that shit.
He's not a footballer. He's a doorman.
Yeah. He's that. He reminds me a lot of, remember Robbie Savage, that kind of player where it's just like
annoying, like pest type footballer, like just
but it gets into opponents' heads. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was doing it to McAllister when we played G at Anfield.
They're worried about him breaking their leg, bro. That's why.
So he dives, he gets fouls, he gives away fouls, he's what he does, he's a disruptor of the pace of the game. Yeah. When you feel you're getting into a rhythm, he'll foul you or he'll go down for a foul and what have you. So I think it'll be Yates and Anderson in the 6 and the 8. But I would have preferred a back 3 because what Nuno does, as soon as we take a lead, I mean, even after 2 minutes, right, he's tempted to bring on the third centre back. So what he will look to do here is that I think Forest have taken the lead in 14 out of the 20 games this season so far, and we've won most of them. Once we get in front, he's not about, right, let's go get 2, 3, 4, 5 more goals. He's like, right, let me bring on my enforcer, Morato. And Morato is a beast as well. He'll lock it back, 3 at the back, like exactly what he did against Liverpool. When we played you, he brought Morato on. And then he's like, right, I trust in my boys now to hold their shape, hold their defense, hold their lines, and lock it down. That will be the game plan from Forest. If we take the lead, it'll be a long day for you. But if you get the lead, then that will be interesting to see how Nuno reacts to it. But yeah, I think it will be that team. I said 4-2-3-1.
I'm hoping he does what he did against Arsenal. I know it was probably something to do with the international break, but he dropped Wood for the Arsenal game, which is so disappointing as a rival.
Yeah, he ain't doing that again.
He showed them way too much. Them and Man City, he showed them way too much respect.
He did.
Way
He actually
too much.
did. It was really annoying when I watched the game. Really annoying.
That means he's going to go all out against us.
Yeah.
It is what
That's
it
this,
is.
bro. You know when it's us, this is what people do.
Mm.
It's like Adama Troy. You don't see him for half a season, then all of a sudden he just plays against Liverpool. Like it's so frustrating.
Nah, if we're going to be honest on Adama, he always shows up against Man City. No, matter what.
No, I know, but I just always find that Adama might be in and out of favour last couple of games. And then Liverpool facing it, he's starting. No matter what, he's just starting.
Yeah.
It's like flipping out, man.
Cal, could you do me a favor, Cal? Sorry. Are you able to bring that super chat up? Meister, can you see it?
Yeah. Rich.
Yeah, shout out Richard. I did see it.
All bad and crazy. I'm going to take
Cal's
that
got
on
the
a
power.
compliment.
Yeah, I was going to say. Compliment, yeah?
He's a top bloke, Richard. Cheers, Richard.
Big up Richard. ZZZ slots to banish the low block demons haunting us. Agree with that. ZZ, I'm not gonna read your comment out because it's a little insensitive to what's going on at the moment, ZZ. So yeah, I just think it's a little insensitive. I know you probably don't mean anything by it, but even still, I'm not gonna read that out.
I just see it. Yeah. I see it. Yeah. It's a little bit insensitive.
Right, Matt Drift, Liverpool starting 11.
To be fair, Zizi, if you didn't put the hashtag, I don't think it would have been bad. But
Yeah.
Because of the hashtag thing. I hear it.
Yeah.
It's a sensitive one at the moment.
Very, very rare. In goal, I mean,
it's not an easy one at the moment, is it?
No, I'm still
no, very easy.
I'm still playing
very easy. It's Kelleher.
Okay.
You going Kelleher?
Oh. Yeah. It's Kelleher, man. It's Kelleher. It's easy for me.
Wow.
I'm going Ali, and I'll tell you why. And you give your reason afterwards, by the way. I'll tell you why I'm saying Ali. Ali's been like not the same, and this is where I kind of concede that he's not the same Ali, maybe since the injury. However, Alisson for me is still the best in the world. That if we get caught on the counter and it's a one-on-one, I still trust Ali more than Kelleher. It sounds mad because form will tell you no. But if there's ever a game to get Ali back in form, it's this game because I do feel like we're going to get caught. We're going to play a high line. We're going to get caught maybe even in once in the game. They will have a chance. I still trust Ali. I still do. Maybe it's me being biased going off what he normally does. But Alisson for me is still the best goalkeeper in the world. We have to get him into form because I feel like if you play Kelleher, Alisson's not really going to get back to where he needs to be. And not only that, for me, Alisson's still a big game player. We need Ali. I know he's been a little bit off form since the injury, but I trust him and I trust his mentality as well. So that's why I'm still going Ali.
I hear arguments for both, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I don't not trust Ali. He's still the best in the world. Of course he is. But form can dip even when you're the best. And I just don't think Ali's form is very good at the moment. And I think Kelleher has done nothing wrong to be dropped, if that makes sense. Like, other than the mistake he made against Newcastle, I don't actually think he even did anything wrong to be dropped, even when Ali came back fit and we didn't know whether he was going to have poor form or not. That's why the conversation was always like, oh, it's going to be a sticky one, isn't it? Because it's a bit bad mind if he comes in. And I think if you look at the way, all right, fair enough, it wasn't great opposition. You look how calm and composed Kelleher looked in the last game. Looks like he is still cool. Being out of the team hasn't affected him in any way. He's a top-level goalkeeper. And I just think right now, Ali's form is just a little stinky. Just a little bit. I don't think he's crap. I don't think he's rubbish or anything like that. Of course I don't. I just think his form is a little bit stinky. Sometimes I'm looking at Ali and I'm like, something don't look right with you. Your reflexes look a bit off. You don't look like you. He almost looks like a guy who is carrying an injury without an injury. You know, like when you got that type of injury where it doesn't stop you playing, but it hampers you being your best. He kind of looks a little bit like that to me at the moment. I would prefer just a fully fit, firing and ready to go Kelleher. Do you get what I mean? And because this is a big game. It's a big game. So I'm just a little worried about his form. But I've got no issue with how he plays. But I would just put Kelleher in goal.
I see arguments for both, to be honest. Does the back?
What would you do, Cal?
There you go, Wolfie. Cool.
That's a great shot, Wolfie. Yeah, what
It's
about
a
you, Cal?
deciding vote, isn't it? I'm curious.
Cal?
I'm curious.
The thing is, I fully agree with everything you said. The reason why I probably got Alisson still in this game though, is the set piece threat. I think Alisson's got more command of the area, and I think you guys are very strong from set pieces. So because of that, that's the only reason I'd go with Alisson in this game ahead of Kelleher. So, but I agree with everything you just says there.
It's a lovely option to have two top goalkeepers.
100%. Yeah.
Is he staying?
I'm seeing Mamadaashvili's reflexes, and I'm like,
Kelleher's gone at the end of the season.
Mamadaashvili has aura.
Did you see the save he made today?
Yeah, bro. No, yesterday, you mean?
Yesterday, sir. Yesterday. Outright, bruv. His reflexes are like a snake, bruv.
But you know what it is about Mamadaashvili that's kind of scary? You see that shot, yeah? Mamadaashvili's anticipation to fit, like he kind of like anticipated where he knew he was going to go. So if you look at it carefully, when they showed the other view, he was already moving to that side, thinking, I know you're going to put it there, fam, and I'm ready. His reflexes are insane. I'm not going to lie. This is the first time where I will say, yeah, next season, Alisson needs to be careful because Mamadaashvili ain't a joke. He ain't a joke, bro.
It's only ball on the floor distribution where I think our levels are going to drop because Kelleher and Alisson are much better than him at distribution.
If we're talking about shot stopping's
going to be there's not going to be that much in it. I can't lie. There's not going to be that much.
I might say something crazy.
Let's cross that bridge next season.
Yeah. Because that might be another show. Yeah.
Right. This is going to be another debate potentially for you guys. Right back. He starts.
Trent.
Do I need popcorn?
No. Do you know it's not? It won't get sticky like that. But again, Matt's going to think I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not. It's Bradley.
All right, I'll give my reason. You give your reason again. Yeah. Cool. The reason I'm saying Trent. Yeah. You see the game. Oh, flip. What game was it? Was it? Not. What was the game after Man United? What was the game after Man United?
Cup.
Tottenham.
Spurs.
Yeah? Spurs. Yeah. In the Prem. Yeah. Do you remember when Bradley started that game?
No, Tottenham in the Cup, bro. It was Tottenham in the Cup.
It was Tottenham in the Cup. Sorry. Yeah. So when Bradley started that game, Bradley done all right. When Trent came on, all your man said, this is, especially Cal, this is where he started. This game perfectly suits him. Now, here I'm about to say, Hudson-Odoi, I think, personally, Trent will be okay. If it was Elanga, it's a different story. But I think Trent is okay with Hudson-Odoi. Not only that, there'll be space in behind. This is where you need quick thinking, quick passing for them counters. Because if a move breaks down, Trent will be the first one to look for, let's go in that attack. I know Bradley, people might say defensively more sound, but let's not get it twisted. I would forget what happened to Conor Bradley at Anfield when everyone knew he was cutting inside other than him. If that was Trent, everyone has a meltdown. But it wasn't Trent. It was Conor Bradley that got cooked. Conor Bradley got cooked. People think Conor Bradley's some like amazingly defensively right back. He ain't, bro. He's maybe a little bit better.
That's a bit disingenuous when you don't even feel like a minute and he's
Let's not
cold,
go too deep into the convo, guys.
But all I'm going to say is this. I think it's Trent, personally for me. I think Trent should be the right back. As much as I rate Conor Bradley's not even fully fit. Slot even mentioned about, the hamstring injury, rare tear. I'm not starting Conor Bradley. I'm starting Trent. But yeah.
That's fair. And again, I think it's the same thing. Whoever plays, I'm all right because they're both good. But I want to be more defensively solid in the first 45 where we do start slow, especially being away from home. For us, we're going to be on it. They're going to be motivated. The crowd's going to be behind them. I would prefer us to get to an hour in the game before I see the magician. I want to be solid. I want to frustrate. I want them to feel like they're a little bit like, man, like, can we take advantage of this? Because Bradley is better than Trent defensively. He is. And then with half an hour to go, then you bring the magician on and you start waving the wand. So I would rather be solid at the beginning. And I don't want Ibu having to do too much. Not for 90. And if you've got Trent playing, that's another. Is Ibu ready for all this covering, all this running with his Stone Cold Steve Austin knee brace, Matt, as you keep on saying? Do you want him to be doing all them extra yards right now? No. So you go more solid, you go more defensive, you play Bradley, and then an hour into the game, hopefully we've got a lead. If we are chasing the game, you bring the magician on, start waving that wand. Newcastle, Tottenham, he comes on, he changes the game. It's a weapon. I like having that weapon.
He also played 60, didn't he, in the cup? You reckon that hints
Trent,
at him?
I think Trent did, yeah.
No, Trent didn't. Bradley did. Bradley played.
Bradley
16
started
minutes.
the game.
Oh, sorry,
Bradley,
the FA
sorry.
Cup game. So I
And
thought
be
you were talking
real,
about the
was
League
Bradley
Cup
even
game.
amazing against Accrington Stanley? All jokes aside, and the injury.
He
Remember
was
the hand?
all right.
Yeah.
He was as good as he needed to be.
I mean, I don't know.
Centre backs. Obviously, Virgil's going to be one. I think we all agree Robbo's starting this game as well, right?
No, I'd start Simicast.
No,
I'll be-
not who you start. Who you think? All right, who? All right, we'd start Simicast, but Robbo's starting. We know, kind of know it. It is how.
I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. Whether I think Slot will play.
Simi
him or
played
not.
the whole night against Accrington. It's Robbo, bro.
No, but Simi
Robbo
needed the
definitely
90 though. Simi needed the 90. That's the difference. Some of
Simi
these
rushed
players, he needed the 90. Do you get what I mean? So it's a 50-50 on this one.
Who plays next to Virgil?
I mean, if the reports are true that Ibu pulled out the Accrington Stanley game just before the team sheet was put in, that is a bit of a worry. So I don't know how true that is. I don't know how, because I'll be real, Ibu doesn't look right to me, bro. I hate to say it. If Ibu's not right, I have to say I would have to play. Do you want to know what I would do or what I think Slot's gonna do?
Before you
It's
say your
different.
answer, just think of Chris Wood at the back post with Endo defending him.
No, see, you don't. All right, so this is what I would do. You man, I think you come mad. I've told you this already, and I've said it a few times. I would actually go Gravenberch at centre back. Call me a madman.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. You
What's
heard
in
me.
that
Did
stiff-
Endo in front of him?
Here's what I'm saying to you, man, right now. When we went down to 10 men, let me land.
He didn't fight the baby sippy
Oh, you're
cup.
gonna
There's a
crash
meth-
land with
there's
this
a
one,
meth-
bro.
What the hell, bro?
There's a method to my madness. Carl made a valid point. Endo in the air against Chris Wood is a non-starter. Gravenberch is better. We saw when we went out to 10 men, Gravenberch went centre back. No one didn't say nothing. No one was laughing. No one didn't say a thing. But now all of a sudden, I'm a madman for suggesting what I saw work could be an issue. All right.
No,
I tell you selfishly, it feels nice to see the chat crash out and it ain't about me this time. Like,
Yeah, they're all going
Oh,
after Matt, man.
All right,
People,
Matt,
if they want to get up, that's
let me
absolutely
ask you a
fine.
real
You think I
question.
care about that? Come on.
Let
Even
me ask you
my
a
lot
question.
going
I
after
just
you.
I don't
want
care.
to see where your head's at with this one, bro.
I don't
And I'm
care.
not even trolling. I'm asking a genuine question. Forget height. Who do you actually think would win a header at the back post more against Wood? Gravenberch or Endo?
All just side, Gravenberch, only because of the height. Endo would try harder. I think
Oh.
Endo more desire. Hear what I'm going to say to you. Hear what I'm going to say. Endo has more desire because he's more defensive. But Gravenberch's height, I think, will just prove a little bit more.
Bro, Gravenberch
Prosperous,
ain't good
bro.
in the air, bro. Bro, Gravenberch is not good in the air, bro. Come on, man. There's not many things in his game that aren't that good.
You know what?
But-
You know what? It's cool. It's cool. If people don't want to agree with me,
Cal,
that's
who's
absolutely
better
fine.
in the air? Endo
Hold
or
on, wait there.
Gravenberch?
When Gravenberch went centre back, when we went as 10 men, why didn't people say Slot was a madman? I want to hear what people have said in the chat. Why was Slot not a madman? Because he easily could have brought on Endo, put Endo at centre back, and moved Gravenberch to the centre midfield. But apparently, I'm a madman for suggesting what Slot did was worked, and I saw something, and I've been saying for time in an emergency. If we're in an emergency, yeah, I'm gonna be real. Do you man rather Kwanzaa or Gravenberch at centre back? Who do you trust more? There's a
No,
counter.
but I would rather Gravenberch in midfield. So it's a double-sided question. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hear what I'm saying? If there's a counter, I trust Gravenberch more than I trust Kwanzaa. Do you know what's crazy, Drift? If we weren't playing against speedsters, because remember, none of us have speedsters. If they didn't have speedsters, I'll play Endo. But bruv, Hudson-Odoi and Elanga, they're rapid. They are just rapid. They're gone. Morgan Gibbs-White ain't slow either. And Morgan Gibbs-White has a pass on him. Gravenberch can read the game. And he's more athletic. Bruv, I just trust Gravenberch more. That's all it is. There's no slight on Endo.
But Gravenberch
Styles make
wouldn't be-
fights.
Gravenberch wouldn't necessarily be doing. It would be more the fullbacks that would have to worry about Elanga and.
Oh, when they cut inside, I'm already saying Hudson-Odoi and Elanga are going to get some joy in part of the game. And remember, we do play kind of a high line. If you are turning and running, because I'll give you an example. We played a high line. There's a ball over the top. Virgil van Dijk's been cut out. Now you got to chase. Are you trusting Gravenberch? You trusting Kwanzaa? You trusting Endo? I'm trusting Gravenberch, bro. Them long strides, you might have a
pick
chance.
the guy who's got the most pace. I get it. I'm just talking about.
They can read the game.
Generally
well.
speaking, overall, with all due respect to our young general in midfield, I think Endo would be able to handle the physicality of Wood better. I think Wood would bully the shit out of Gravenberch.
He wouldn't, bro.
No, I'm telling
you.
I'm not even saying this is a fact. This is just what I think would happen.
Fair play.
Wood would bully Gravenberch ain't good in the air. That's the only flaw in Gravenberch's game.
Listen, people think I'm a madman. Then you got.
I'm with you, man. I want to see it, man. I want to see that.
It's crazy. But again, this is only a scenario I'm saying if Ibu's not starting, and because I'll be real, you see Kwanzaa, yeah. Endo looked better at centre back than Kwanzaa, even against Accrington Stanley, I'll die on that hill. Endo was better than Kwanzaa, yeah. Endo really should be getting the start as an emergency. But I'm just talking about styles make fights, guys. We can't be naive and think Nottingham Forest at some point aren't going to carve us open and we might be running towards our own goal. And I'm not going to lie to you. If we are having to catch them, Endo has no chance. Not even the slightest.
No, but to be fair, Gravenberch ain't got a chance of catching the Langer either, really.
Gravenberch has more of a chance. It's called
probably. Yeah, he's got wrong, man. Wood is not quick.
More of a chance.
Wood is not quick.
Wood ain't quick, but I'm more worried about the triangle of
cutback.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So
big up this brother here. Man said Gravenberch ain't good in the air. Hold on, what? Is that a real stat?
Is that a good stat? Is what you should be asking yourself.
Of course, it's context, but I'll be real. Even if you're in midfield, 76% is still very, very good.
No,
I'm just saying
that is good.
I'm saying Gravenberch is good. I don't know why there's this notion.
Not against Wood, bro.
Matt, so what are you saying? You're going to put Endo in the six? Is this where you're going?
No. Endo's not starting in my team.
So you've been in the
Gravenberch was a centre back. That's quite interesting. What you do in midfield.
Yeah,
I'm fascinated.
Let it run.
Who are you starting at centre? I'm starting Kwanzaa. I'm starting Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa will
start. Canate definitely out?
I'm starting Endo.
Oh,
if Ibu can't play, obviously I'm playing Ibu. If Ibu can't play, I'm playing Endo at centre back.
Is he doubtful then? Has there been no update after the cup?
Listen, if Ibu's not starting, he will go Kwanzaa. But I'm so worried about Kwanzaa that I can see Kwanzaa just getting caught out badly. That's all I'm saying. So we need a contingency plan. That's all I'm saying. We need a contingency plan if Ibu's not starting. That's my argument.
Endo ain't dealing with Wood. Pause. He ain't dealing with him.
No, of course he's not.
He's not.
Getting bullied.
So what are you saying, Kai? You're on board with this then? It sounds like you're on board.
No, Kwanzaa. It's got to be Kwanzaa. If Ibu's not available, it's got to be Kwanzaa. It's got to be. Ibu's available.
I'll worry about Kwanzaa.
Ibu's not available.
Listen, I'm not vexed if Kwanzaa starts. I'm just more worried about Kwanzaa because I still feel like his confidence ain't still the greatest. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a confident thing for me.
Let's move midfield then, boys.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, because I'm not crazy putting Gravenberch at centre back, my midfield will be Mac and Grav.
Who's in the 10?
Soboslai.
Same midfield as me. What are you saying, Matt?
If Gravenberch was to start in my team at centre back, I would go McAllister, Jones in the pivot, and then Soboslai in the 10. That's what I would do for this game. Stars make fights, people. I'm telling you. You, man.
Jones stinks at the moment, Matt.
No, Jones stinks in the 10. In the 10. He stinks in the 10 when you got to be decisive. We need to be able to keep hold of the ball. McAllister would remember, they're not playing.
Smells the same in the kitchen or the bedroom, bro.
I mean, if you disagree with me, that's fair enough. That's up to you, innit? But I'm just giving my thing because I'm saying this.
Sorry, man. Did you just say smelly socks smell the same in the kitchen and the bedroom?
Yeah, bro.
Where the F did you?
I mean, I don't know why.
It's genius, man.
That's crazy. But all I'm saying is this, yeah? We want to be able to keep hold of the ball, and we need.
Because he said
balance.
he's only been stinking in the 10. I'm like, well, does it change when you move?
No.
You know what I mean? Like-
Because here's the thing: you man are trying to do the whole. Let's play down Jones all of a sudden. Yes, Jones has been
Oh,
terrible.
no, I love Jones,
in
but
the
it's
10,
4.
but in the pivot, Jones plays better in the pivot. Him next to McAllister brings balance, and you got Soboslai in the 10. And again, you don't have to agree with me. That's just my opinion. Because
I'm just looking at
again,
your background, man. I'm thinking. You
all
want
I'm
two
saying is
Gravenberch on the pitch.
this. I didn't see this outrage when Gravenberch went centre back when we went out to 10 men. That could have also.
I'll tell you why.
No, but I think that's the only game giving you this vim, though.
No, bro. Do you know what's so crazy? I'm not gonna go through the files. I wish what's his name? Jamal was here, yeah. Because I'm telling you, I've gone to say in an emergency, he could do a job. In an emergency. You don't want
But
to
are
see
you
him
in an
play.
emergency? That's the
We
question.
are, bro. We are. Ibu's not
Yeah?
fully fit. Kwanzaa looks like
I'm getting more confident now. Emergency.
Kwanzaa feels like
shit,
he's
man.
away with the fairies, bro. Man, Accrington Stanley, I expected you to be the lead centre back, and you're allowing Endo to be the main guy.
I feel like that Real Madrid poor form's rubbing off on you, you know, Matt. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, all I'm saying is this: don't let Kwanzaa have a stinker on Tuesday, you know, because I will fry you lot in the pan.
No, but I wouldn't have played
Don't let
Kwanzaa. I
Kwanzaa.
said Endo, man.
Don't let Kwanzaa or Endo have a stinker on Tuesday. I will be there.
Don't
That's
let
all I'm saying.
Gravenberch have a stinker, man.
Gravenberch won't play at centre back, unfortunately, for me. I know he won't do that. I'm just saying what I would do because bro, your team is not a joke. Trust me. You have speed and you're very direct. These men are thinking about even playing Endo as a joke thing. You can't play Endo with speed and directness. Endo will get cooked. Man are getting confused, thinking Aquatic. Do you know what's so crazy? Slot even spoke about Chiesa.
Do you think Gravenberch could deal with the physicality of Chris Wood?
He would handle it better than Endo if there was an emergency.
That's
100%.
I disagree with that.
He would handle it better.
No, but that's not the question whether he would handle it better than Endo or not.
But you'd have to hope that Van Dijk will kind of pin himself to him. It's like you man think, because
Chris Wood ain't gonna pin himself on Van Dijk because you know that's not a fight.
Van Dijk can also be smart and put himself on Chris Wood. Let's not do this. We're acting like it's a one-way street, bro.
Well,
Van
that
Dijk can
also,
but Van Dijk can also think, I'm gonna get Chris Wood. Ryan, you cover me if anything. You can be the runner, so to speak. You can cover yards. You can go out to the wide areas. So you might are comfortable with Kwanzaa and Endo going out into wide areas, yeah. Because when they have to draw out,
no, that's why I'm playing
comfortable with
Bradley, so that we won't be as open.
Listen,
See,
again,
there's a method to the madness.
no. Listen, all I'm saying is this: no one has to agree with what I'm saying. It's just my opinion. You can like it or love it. You can hate it.
No one does, but fair play though.
That's absolutely fine.
I
though.
agree with him. I agree, bro. I'm feeling more confident. I'm glad we did this.
I'm not here for friends, bro. Like I'm here to give my opinion.
No, but if Wolfie's the only one who agrees with you, then that suggests that it's not a good idea.
But that's absolutely fine.
Matt always talks sense.
Here's the thing. Even though I disagree with Matt, I understand the logic.
They can disagree. That's okay.
I understand the logic of the runner and behind.
I
understand that part. I definitely understand that part.
You know what I mean? Even if I'm the only person on the planet, it don't matter.
But I don't think the centre backs are the ones who have to worry as much about the pace. It's the fullbacks that have to worry more about the pace.
Yeah. No, but the fullbacks are already but you're missing the point. The fullbacks are already getting beaten in one-on-one situations. They have our number. They like, let's keep it about. We're acting like in 90 minutes, the fullbacks aren't going to get ripped. They're going to get ripped. So who do you think can cover better? Which centre backs are you putting?
Well, I think Endo read the game at centre back probably a bit better than Gravenberch.
Just because Endo can read the game, but man, to keep up, that's my worry.
No, but reading the game is a part of being
saying?
slower, right? So you anticipate and you get there quicker.
But we're playing against Nottingham Forest. This ain't Accrington Stanley where Endo's got all the time in the world. That's my argument. This is no slight on Endo, by the way. This is more me.
Let's pick the front three. Let's pick the front three. What are we saying?
I just worry, bro. Yeah. I think the rest picks itself. It's easy though, isn't it?
I think Salah and Gakpo for me is easy.
For me, this will go. This one's Salah, Gakpo, Jota.
No, Nunes.
I'm going Salah, Gakpo.
Nunes is suspended for this one anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's the crying shame.
Yeah, look at Wolfie.
No, man, actually wanted Nunes to start. He wanted Nunes to start.
I just remember when I came on here last year and told you lot what a waste of money. And then I was getting all the messages because he scored after you cheated. Yeah, that Nunes is back. Here comes the next Haaland and all this shit.
I mean, the dagger to the heart, bro.
I ain't hearing that this year.
He burst the net and then he broke the billboard. I get it.
Oh, I'm trying. I think it was Matt who was dying on that Nunes Hill. Was it you, Matt, last year? Who was
Nah,
it?
yeah, I think you got the complexion wrong. It's the guy in the bottom right.
Oh,
the
there we
Nunes
go.
defense
There we
leader.
go.
The
Look,
Nunes
he got the
defense
winner in
leader.
that game. I was fully justified.
You
The Nunes
cheated.
defense leader's
You
right
got the
there.
winner. I
Bro.
was fully justified.
You were fully on that train. You still on that train?
Yeah, I defended.
Really? Yeah. Based on what?
He's a Liverpool player.
Is that it? Would you play him ahead of Jota or Gakpo?
No. He's a squad player. I don't.
So
think
you're
he
off
should
that
start.
train then, man. You're off that train.
No. Because getting rid of him means I'm off the train. I don't think he should go. I just don't think he should start. He's a good squad player.
You weren't saying that last year, bro. The flags were flying.
Yeah. Come on, Wolf. For your experience, a year's a long time in football, bro. A year is a very long time in football. It's a very long time in football.
Maybe this time next year we'll be seeing Gravenberch, switching to centre back, man. And Matt's gonna be
You
right.
never know, bro. You never know.
The way Matt's singing his praises, he might have about 2 DMs and just play Gravenberch
I mean.
as a defender.
The thing is, listen, I know Slot's not gonna do what I would. Remember, this is a contingency if Ibu can't play. Remember, if Ibu's there, it's all good because that's my centre back, innit? He's there. I'm more worried, Wolfie, if we play an Endo or a Kwanzaa. All jokes aside, I'm very, very worried because I know how direct you guys are, and I know how you can cause problems in transition. And I know we leave a lot of space in behind. And I do think Trent will play as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's going to be space there for you to exploit. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
I will say this: as much as Nunes is a Liverpool player, I don't think we can put Nunes and Grav in the same kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah,
I'm starting Diaz for this one.
Same. Yeah, 100%. Because Jota's still
Who's
looking
down
a
the
bit
middle?
rusty.
Who's down the middle?
Diaz.
I'll
go
go Jota
Diaz.
for the predatoriness.
I'm going Diaz.
Personally, but
The reason why I'm more comfortable with Diaz playing this game, Drift, again, no, you obviously know Jota's my guy. I still think there's a little rust there, but also I think with Szoboszlai coming back, Szoboszlai can make that run beyond Diaz and cause problems as well. And I think it's shown to work. So
I don't have a problem with you lot saying Diaz. Diaz is my guy. I like Diaz, but there's just something about this game that screams to me. I want a predator in there. I just want a player. I just want that player.
Still look a bit rusty though.
He has been a little bit rusty, but he will always have the predatoriness to just get that goal if he needs that one chance. That's the thing about Jota. Yeah. And I think this is going to be a game of few chances. So I just want the guy in there who will take the chance if it comes. Do you get what I mean? I don't think it'll be an open game.
I agree with you from the opposite perspective. I don't want to see Jota because he always scores against us. So I'm hoping he don't start. Not that I'm saying Diaz ain't it, because I rate Diaz as well. But if I had to see one name not on that sheet in that front three, apart from Salah, it'd be Jota.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, man. Be interesting what we do.
All right, boys, I'm going to help you supers before we do score predictions. Damrock says, concede some possession to Forest. The crowd will want Forest to attack at home. Teams that like to counter attack hate to get counter attacked. Trust me.
I fully agree with that.
It's right.
I don't think we do that though. Jamrock's right. I don't think we do that though.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't want to see us on the front foot against you guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out to Jason, been a member for 26 months. Crypto FFTV says, bring on the magician. Morgan Gibbs White. He's a quality player, though.
He is a good player. He is a good player.
Yeah.
Jamrock, so Matt, Grav and Trent on the right hand side.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that is wild, Matt.
It sounds crazy, but correct me if I'm wrong. With 10 men, it kind of works, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess Slot's crazy, just like me, right?
Different circumstances, though, bro.
Yeah, I guess circumstances. Star makes fights, but people are acting like they ain't seen it and it didn't work. This is the thing. You can think something might not work, but I understand why he did it, and I was the one throughout the whole game saying I understand it. Drift, you was losing your head at one point. You're like, I don't understand this formation. Why are we? And I was like, bro, trust me. I know what he's doing. But
hey, you was until the second half, you was just as baffled as I was.
No, bro. How you got the best memory? What was I saying when that was all happening?
You were the
Was I
most
the calmest
composed-
one?
I'll
And
be
I
honest.
kept saying it's gonna cook.
Me and Drift we
We
were
were
losing our
calmer,
head.
but you were still, bro. We were
No,
seeing
I
flipping.
understand it.
No,
Gakpo was
no,
at left back, Matt. It was
No, hear me out.
confusing
No,
as
no.
hell
You know
what
what?
was going on.
People that was there on big up will know
me
what
and
I
you were
said.
losing our, me and Drift were losing our heads.
They will
about
know
it.
what I said.
You were
Come
more
on.
confused than anything, Matt, as opposed to losing your head. Me and
I
Drift,
was telling you, man,
know,
exactly what it was.
I was fully gone.
When I'm saying Gakpo at left back, because it weren't just about Gravenberch, I said about Gakpo was at left back, then was moved. It was weird. It was like, what the hell are we doing?
And I kept on saying, bro, I know it. Here's what I kept on saying to you. I said, bro, I know it looks mad, but let it cook. I said, let it cook.
You was more on the you was more on the train of have faith that it might work. Not I see. Why
I said
I
I understand it, but whether it works or not, I'm not sure. But give it time. Go back and watch the stream, bro. He's there.
Well, we'll see.
You said I didn't need popcorn, Cal, man. I need popcorn. I'm loving this, man.
He's there, man.
Cal,
This
can I
is
just...
what nerves? This is what nerves. You know what? All jokes aside, Wolf, you should actually take this as a compliment, and Forest fans should as well, because we don't usually debate like this about most games. Because we're confident going into most games. Forest have put themselves in a position this season whereby us as Liverpool fans, even though we're top of the league, we look at this, we don't take this fixture for granted. We are very serious about this game because we know this could potentially derail our season if we get a bad result here, or it could give us that galvanization we need to go and kick on and really dominate the rest of the league. So that being said, Wolfie is our guest. What's your score prediction for the game on Tuesday?
Just before I give my score prediction, just remind us, my guys watching, to make sure they're subscribed to you because it's in the title. Make sure you show the boys some love. This is the kind of action you get on their streams all the time. Top blokes as well, so make sure you subscribe to them and get those likes up. My score prediction.
Yeah, I was going to say vice versa, guys. Vice versa.
Yeah, Wolfie's title is in the Wolfie. Sorry, link to Wolfie's channel is in the title as well as the description. So please make sure, guys, you do what's needed.
All right, so hear me out,
sir.
boys.
What we say? Lottery numbers.
Right. I'm gonna. If I don't say 0-0, right, my lot will lynch me. Right. The reason being, I have said 0-0 for the last 7 games, and Forest have won every single one. So I can't change it because they will kill me, right? So I'm gonna go 0-0. And you know what? I'll take a 0-0. But I don't know who the draw suits better. Does it suit us better, or does it suit you? Or does it suit both teams?
Any drop points doesn't suit us, bro. So I'll say it suit you better.
Yeah, but then we don't close the gap on you. You see what I'm saying?
So is the mentality really we can win the league?
It's Wolfie's mentality.
No. You know what? I'm like a virus, right? I've started to spread into the fan base, right? And it's gone from deluded, Wolfie, idiot, twat, this, that, and the other to maybe, right? And this is the keyest game. This is the biggest game of the season for me.
Bruh.
If we win, then I ain't that crazy anymore, right? Cass can't say shit to me and never foul, man, because we are right up there in this fight, 3 points behind you, right? But I just think this game is so huge. Also, historically, if you take out the game where you cheated, you hadn't won there since 84, yeah? But then you could say the same about Anfield. We hadn't won there since the 60s or the 50s or whatever it was. There is history in this game. I've said to you boys before, the golden generation of our fan base who were live in the 70s and early 80s, there was rivalry between Forest and Liverpool. And it just is starting to feel like history is starting to repeat itself. This game is huge, at least from our perspective. But it is from yours. I honestly think you win this game, you've won the title. So I think it's big from your side as well. So I'm going 0-0, but let's see.
Yeah, dude. I definitely think if Liverpool don't win the league, Forest would be who I'd want to see win the league more than anyone. So if they can keep it up after we get the 3 points this weekend, that would be brilliant. So, because I think everyone here can agree, even the people in the chat, the real bummer about not winning the league would be Arsenal that would win the league. That is the real, like, if it was a situation where like it was a Chelsea or something like that, not that we like them guys, but I think we'd feel way less stressed about if we bottle it. To know it's Arsenal that's going to take it if we bottle it is making it way more stressful.
And you know what,
Way more
Drifty? They're saying the same thing to me about you boys, right? Like, everyone's a Forest fan from North London this Tuesday night, right? Because they're saying, "Yo, you can't let Liverpool win. We're shot right now. It's over to you boys. You got to stop them." And you know, you're saying the same thing about them. It's interesting times, man. It's interesting times.
I'm going for a 1-1.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Cal stole my score. I think 1-1. I know it's a little negative to think like that, but I think it's gonna be one of them gritty games. Get past it, don't lose, and then try and pick the form up afterwards. So I'm gonna go 1-1.
who you got after that? Oh, you got Brentford away, haven't you?
Yeah, Brentford away on the Saturday. I think we nick it 2-1. Close game. But I think we get a goal in like the 80-something minute. I think we nick it. Salah. I'm predicting
Not
Salah
the 99th minute.
Nope.
I mean, time wasting.
I ain't gonna let that one go, man.
2-1 Liverpool, man. We nick it, bro. Like, I think it'll be a close game, like I said. But I just think Salah gets the winner. And I think Nico Williams is in for a bit of problems still. But we'll have to wait and see. And
I'll be honest with you. If we lose this game, I don't know what Slot does because it didn't take the first one very well.
We won't lose this game.
To the same person, we might see Slot crash out like we've never seen.
This manager is treating this game like a final. I can almost the worst thing that will happen, which will feel like a loss, will be a draw. You know what I'm saying? But I think we get the dub. Like Nottingham Forest are a top team and they have been one of the best teams in the Premier League. But I just think we've got a little bit more than them personally. Although they do worry me at the same time, but we've got a little bit more.
But that Slot thing, do you not think, you know, with what's the saying? With pride comes the biggest fall, or whatever the saying is. Because this is personal to him. This is personal.
And I like that from the manager.
I don't think it's personal in that way. I just think he was. No. All right. No. Because if it was personal, then it would be like he had a beef with Nuno, or like there was something in his past.
He's got a beef with the club, man. That's how it feels to us.
No.
With all due respect, Wolfie, he just looked at it like this. We should not lose at home to a team who are in a relegation / mid-table position last season, and we have. How did we do that? That's annoying. You don't.
But he's misprofiled the game, bro. That's the other funny thing about it, because he came out low block. We did not play low block. It was a mid block. Yes, the last 5-10 minutes of the game we were in a low block. But you look at the stats in that game. You look at all the possession, the average positions. Forest play a mid block, which is really compact. So I don't even think he profiles our team correctly. I just think
managers say when they lose, managers show how badly they hate losing, innit? They'll like make excuses, they say silly things. I think we can say all managers do that now. So yeah, he was probably but I don't think he personally hates Forest. I just think he looked at it and thought, if I'm gonna drop points at home as Liverpool manager, the only way I'm ever accepting it is if it's a draw with Arsenal or a draw with City. Do you get what I mean? Like, he's looking at like anyone in the bottom half of the table, they cannot. And I'll be honest, we do as well. We can't act like he's the only one. You don't drop points at home to anyone who finished in the bottom half of the table. You shouldn't anyway. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's Anfield. So I think that's probably why he was annoyed. I don't think he hates Forest. I just think he hates
when I say he hates Forest, it's not about hating Forest. It's about he's got that record in it. His 2024 CV is 0 losses apart from 1. That's you're playing FIFA and weekend league. You almost have a perfect weekend league scenario, and then you go and drop one. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's his mindset right now.
I don't think Slot has any hatred towards Forest or I think he has a hatred towards losing. I think that's what it is, and Forest is a team that beat him. So I think he wants. That's why I think it's personal for him, because he's like, that's the team that beat me. They beat us. I don't think he hates Forest, or I don't think it's got anything to do with the club. I think it could be any club in the world or any manager. If you lose or he loses, the way he seems to come across is he hates losing. Like, he can't deal with losing almost in a good way to an extent, because he wasn't like ratty after it. He wasn't saying crazy outlandish things, but he hates losing, so it keeps him up at night almost. And it's kind of the reason why I like him, to be honest, so far. But it can't go too far the other way where it consumes you, because then it becomes a problem. Crypto FFTV says, I got a question for you guys. You guys seem respectful towards Forest, but does always Slots respect us? He called us a small club last time.
He did.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's kind of a translation thing. I don't think he meant it as in a small club. I think he just said it in the same way.
Not historically.
Yeah.
Just where you finished last season.
That's the way. Did you take it the other way, Wolfie, as a Forest fan?
Yeah, we all took it that way. Yeah.
I swear down.
It's just like, honestly, I went on about that win for ages. Even when I stopped going on about that win, he's still bringing it up, man. It's like Forest fan base don't like Slot. I respect what he's done for Liverpool. I think transitionally, what he's done to take over from Klopp, man, that's big shoes. What he's done is, from a footballing perspective, I think he's been brilliant for you guys. But from what feels like, not an agenda, it's too strong a word, but it's just this one. I just feel like he really wants to win this one. And I for you guys, I think maybe he wants to win it too much. Like, he will go aggressive. I think for him, ideally, he would love to beat us 4 or 5-0. Just to put that loss to bed and say, this is what should have happened at Anfield. And teams have fallen into that trap so many times with us this season. I think he is better going into that game from your perspective, saying, you know what, if we can get 1-0 here or a 2-1, take the 3 points. It doesn't matter. Our goal difference is good and what have you. We move on. We move on to, potentially easier games and what have you. He's just got to not go too deep with the emotion on this.
I don't think he will. I think he's very calculated. I think he will know he's got to be. And to be fair, he's probably, one of them situations where, like, you didn't think the guy had any power, and you get in a fight with him, and you realize he has got power. Now you think, okay, I'm going to make sure he doesn't hit me. Yeah. I think that's what Slot will do. I think Slot won't come in all hate, gung-ho, F Forest. I think he'll be like, now we know they can be dangerous. Let's figure out how to make sure we don't let them have that danger. So I have faith, but I just worry with our form at the moment, why I don't think we'll get the win. It's just the form. I'm a little worried. We haven't played too well, and Forest isn't a good game to have when you've been a bit out of. I mean, maybe the motivation is, but like in terms of the presence of the opposition, you wanted more like after the Accrington Stanley game, you wanted like a Crystal Palace at home, maybe, with all due respect, to like get a little bit more momentum.
Or and then Leicester or something, yeah.
You get what I mean? And then you play Forest. So yeah, I don't
kind
know.
of roll into it with a bit of form.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go, people, Wolfie, tell the people in the Cobbish community where they can find you, how they can support you. Obviously, after the Tuesday game, wishing you nothing but the best of blessings. But tell the Cobbish community how they can support you.
We're on YouTube, Forest Fan TV. It's in your link as well. We'll just search it on there. We'll be doing a watch along for the game on Tuesday, after match thoughts and podcasts.
Are you not? You usually go to the games. Are you not at this one?
I'm not at this one. Next time I'll hopefully be Brighton. So I've been stuck with all the watch alongs for the last year and a bit, man. So I missed that ground. So yeah, I'm not down there. But I'll be doing the watch along, so if you want to come in and see me scream at the camera, yeah, it gets loud. It gets loud, and Milo, make sure you subscribe to these boys, man. We've been doing stuff for a good few years now, and I vouch for all 3 of the boys. They're just top blokes, man.
You as well, bro. People in the Cobbish community, we are back tomorrow morning for the morning show. Then we are going live again in the evening for our Monday night live show. Please do smash the like button on this. Please do go and support Wolfie and the guys over on Forest Fan TV, doing some great stuff over there, and obviously having a great season as well. Matt, if you guys got anything coming out on your own channels or for the next 24?
Wednesday, I think I've got a game, but I need to kind of recalibrate. There'll be a game, but I need to double check which game.
Yeah, I'll be doing the North London derby if you lot want to come and see if there can be some kind of madness. I'll have Jamie and Luke with me as well. We'll have some fun like we did today. I'm not gonna lie, today was fun. I don't like rubbing it in and all that stuff. Like, I'm not a see you next Tuesday like that. But at the same time, if there's any fan base who deserves it, I don't know if you lot saw in fact, I'll read it back to you lot, because you lot will be like, man, they really do say these things, don't they? So listen to this quickly. And yes, I am making about Arsenal because you lot run your mouth too much. So, Saliba's better than Van Dijk. Arteta's better than Klopp. Arteta broke Klopp. Best defense in the world. Saka's better than Salah. Havertz gets in the Liverpool team. I wouldn't swap Martinelli for Mbappe. Should I keep going?
Keep going.
These men deserve every bit of smoke that they're getting right now. And they let Man United, because remember, when you got 10 men, you can't win. You can't win with 10 men. Who had 10 men today? Who had 10 men today?
They both did, to be fair, man. I mean, Havertz is playing with an Arsenal shirt.
That's real. Look at that. Yeah, Havertz was playing for Chelsea.
That's
He didn't
real.
want to win nothing.
And you know what? We'll wait for Monday
real.
because Cal did say it's the Lord's Day, but there's some definite crimes that need to be answered for with the Havertz stuff. But we'll get into that tomorrow. This is a preview.
Oh, bro. What?
I'll just tell you what I said, and you guys can cook me in the comments if you feel like it. I said I think Havertz is better than Darwin.
No, you also said you would actually swap him.
When did I actually say that? Did I actually say that?
Yeah, bro. You actually said you would swap him and put
Are
Havertz
you
in
sure I
this team.
said that?
100%, bro.
Oh, well, I probably stand on it still because I still think he's better striking than Darwin. I think that kind of says how I feel about Darwin at the moment, to be fair.
I don't know, but
It's a good debate, that one. You know, who's the shittest striker, man?
In your opinion, Wolfie, who do you think?
it's not even close to being a
Who
debate.
do you think is
if I'm
better,
being
Wolfie,
honest
in
with
your
you.
opinion? Like,
Well,
you're
between
the
Havertz
most
and
neutral.
Nunes.
Yeah, who's the most?
That's like asking me, you know, which shit looks better. You know, it's like, I don't know, bro. I'd probably just side with Nunes, sorry. Just. Havertz
Crazy.
for me is a joke.
It's
You
not
know
even
what?
just about the striker, it's about the mentality. Havertz is a weirdo. But it's
Shall I
fine.
tell you what, right? If Nunes played in Forest's system, I think he'd do all right. I think he's the profile striker that suits Nuno's football. But I wouldn't risk taking him off you boys. Don't get excited, Cal. I don't want him.
All you got to do is watch the last two games and see what Havertz has done. Like, Havertz closed his eyes when he went for a header, and today he missed from a yard out underneath the crossbar. Not at an angle or something.
Nunes is missed from that post. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Everything you're saying about Havertz, we've said about Darwin.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but where's the catalogue of great goals from Havertz? Because at least Nunes has a great catalogue of goals. Where's Havertz's great catalogue of goals?
Great catalogue of goals.
When you say great goals, what do you mean by great goals?
Nunes scores great
When
goals.
you say are you talking about a catalogue of goals for Liverpool?
No, I'm talking about he scores great goals. If you actually look at Nunes' goals, at least they're great goals. What
It
does
doesn't matter.
Havertz?
They all count for one.
Sorry, Wolfie, for Liverpool.
No, just in general. What, you think we're only talking about Havertz at Arsenal? We're talking about them as players in general.
No, we're not talking about their career. We're talking about the two players in 2025. Right
No,
now.
we were talking about who's a better player or who's a better striker, period. And you said you would swap Havertz.
No, because you're speaking about careers then. Havertz hasn't always been a striker, so that's a null and void. I'm talking about today, in 2025, who's a better striker?
If you want to move the goalpost,
if we're not moving goalposts, how we talk about Havertz's whole career versus Darwin's whole career?
Well,
Even
whenever
that, to be
Havertz
honest,
has
is a
played
bit of
up
a
front, which
mismatch.
is a lot. He plays up front for Germany. He played up front for Chelsea. Now he
And he's
plays up front
outscored
for
Darwin.
Arsenal.
And he's outscored Darwin.
When?
Havertz
Oh
got
yeah, I
13
forgot. You
Premier
only
League
count
goals.
league goals. I forgot about that.
He scored 13 Premier League goals last
Anyway,
season.
we'll talk about it tomorrow.
And he's done 7 so far this season. I mean,
If you think Havertz is better than Nunes, that's fine. That's
but
fine.
you're saying
Anyone
like
who
I'm
does
saying
need
like
their head
crazy.
checked. But
But you're saying I'm saying something crazy when I've actually
you are
stuff
saying
to
something
back it up.
crazy. Havertz is wash, but it's fine. It's
All right,
fine.
so why is Nunes a better? I'm talking about today. Why is Nunes a better striker than Havertz right now?
Oh, well, so you're going to pick the worst form Nunes has been in and then let that be the argument?
Worst form he's been. All right, in the last 2 years, what's Nunes done to show he's a better striker than Havertz?
Scored more goals, period.
Are we? So,
Yes, he
all
has. Or you're only going to count league goals, which is
because
rubbish.
Havertz ain't
He
playing
scored
Europa
more
against
goals.
teams that we've never heard of. Union,
All right.
SG, and all them, man.
If I'm not mistaken, he's got more assists than Havertz, and Havertz is a false nine.
Bruv, Havertz
So what-
got more goals.
No,
Goals.
he hasn't. No, he has not. We don't only count in league goals, Cal. Anyway, I don't want this argument now. It's fine. If you want to swap Havertz, that's mad. We'll talk about this tomorrow. I'm
tuning in for that, man.
There's no point me debating.
I'll be the ref if you don't mind. I have to be the ref.
There's no point debating.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need it, bro.
But anyway, we'll see.
Nunes is the greatest striker on the planet.
No one said
Happy
that.
now?
I warned you about him
one
last
said-
year. You didn't listen, man.
No one said that.
Didn't listen.
Right, people, if you haven't already, do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As I said, we'll be back in the morning tomorrow and also in the evening. You guys can put me in the comments if you want. I tell you what, if you guys want to put me in the comments, bring some facts about why Darwin's better than Havertz. Facts. Facts. If it's not facts, I really don't want to hear it. No real. So I'm over this whole Nunes thing now.
You too, bro, because I want to know what these facts are that make Havertz better. So this will be
I've
interesting.
said my
League
fact.
goals.
What, literally just goals with no context, just goals. All right, fair enough.
All right, do you want to do Champions League goals as well then?
Champions League goals.
Yeah, do you want to do Champions League goals that they both scored?
Well, they've only been in the Champions League this season, right?
Well, Havertz has played in the Champions League last
They're in
season.
it
and this
last year.
season.
Yeah.
So he's got 4
Were they in
goals.
it? Oh
in
yeah, they
total.
were in it last season. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a risky game if you want to play that because Nunes has been pretty decent in Champions League for us.
Nunes has got a total of 5 goals in the Champions League for us. Havertz got a total of 4 goals in the Champions League for Arsenal.
You know what I don't get with this, boy?
But that means
It's
that
like-
Nunes has got more according to the just using stats. Well,
So if that's the case, then Havertz is also decent because there's only 1 goal in it, right?
Do you get what you
no,
boys are doing
'cause
right
I'm not
now?
just going on stats.
Do you get what you boys do? You're like in a club right now.
Give
Instead
me
of
goal
saying,
post.
"Oh, she's better looking than her," you both are looking at these 2 ugly next girls and going, "Which one do you think is uglier?"
I'm saying I don't
That's
rate
what you're
Havertz
doing
either.
right now.
I'm just saying I don't rate Havertz either. But I don't understand how I'm getting vim for it when, again, you said, oh, you're only judging on league goals. And I just said about Champions League goals. And it went very quiet.
No, because it's not just about that. But like I said, we'll have this conversation tomorrow. Bring me the work rate of Havertz. Bring me the personality. Bring me the character. Bring it all because Havertz is a weirdo. But we'll have the conversation tomorrow.
Character of
Looking
Darwin, he's
forward
got
to it.
more yellow cards and goals and assists. Come on, do
What's
better if
that
we're going
got
to
to
do
do
this.
with anything?
I mean,
What's
that's
that
what.
got to do with anything?
All right, cool.
Sorry, Wolfie, this doesn't normally happen.
I'm
to yourself.
loving it, man.
I said let's do it tomorrow, but Cal couldn't let it go.
I can't
No,
wait.
bro, you would have already brought up Nunes like you always do, so I'm not going to just leave it, bro. I'm
No,
gonna
no, I
back.
said you'll answer for your crimes tomorrow. I
There's
called
no
you today,
crime.
What
remember?
time?
You
What
said
time?
not on
What
the
time?
Lord's day. So I said, all right, for real, not on the Lord's day. Not
There's no
today.
crimes, bro. You brought up Nunes. You say you don't bring up Nunes, and you brought up Nunes, so I'm just going to have it out, innit?
I didn't
It is
even
what
say
it is.
Nunes' name. I said Havertz's name.
So who are you comparing him to? We're not going to lie about
I didn't
this
say
now.
his name, though.
Okay.
Can we
So
just
you're
agree
comparing
Chris
him to
Wood is
Darwin,
better than
yeah?
both of them? Yeah.
Harry Verdi says, sorry
Chris
to
Wood is
catch you guys
better.
off guard. Sorry to catch you guys off guard, but is Salah the better player than Henry due to the facts? No, like,
Oh
No.
no.
this is what I mean about like
No,
Just-
but I guess he's
no.
using the logic where you just said if Havertz has got more goals, it makes him better, I guess.
because we're talking about strikers,
Number 9.
strikers.
Okay. But isn't Salah being an inside forward a very similar situation then?
No,
Is it not?
and they both played at different times of the Premier League era. We're talking about 2 people playing the exact same position today in 2025. And guess what? One team creates more chances for one player than another team creates for the other.
I
And the other
gotta
one
say, Drew,
scored more
you lost
goals.
the argument. You lost the argument when you
Nunes
said,
is more
bring me
creative. than-
personality.
We'll do this
"Bring me
tomorrow. We'll do
personality."
this.
How's that bringing you goals?
Drift, honestly, I'm not.
Because I wouldn't
I'm
want
not
Havertz in my team. If you're telling me you would swap Havertz for Nunes, that means you're bringing everything he brings. And Havertz is a pussy.
He ain't saying that.
Oh.
He ain't saying that.
No,
That's
but
it.
no, that is what it says. If you said I would take my player out of that team, put in that team, and bring that player over here, you're bringing everything he comes with. Everything he comes with, straight up. If you say you think's better, we're just talking about goals. If you say you will swap, you're saying I'm take everything he comes with, bring it over here. I will accept that. Havertz, nah, no chance.
I just need to know what time this stream is tomorrow so I can
No,
move my
no.
meetings around to watch it, man.
Wolfie,
It'll be
it's going to
9
be a
o'clock.
non-show because I'm not arguing this debate, bro. Like I can't be
Alright,
asked to speak about Darwin. I don't get this whole. I got told the other day that I'm going to stop speaking about Darwin. I'm not going to bring it up, and it's been brought back up.
The
I didn't mention
people
Darwin
asked me
once.
to bring you forward for your crimes.
I
of
did
saying
not
Havertz
mention
should
Darwin
be at
once
Liverpool
today.
instead.
I didn't mention Darwin once today. Not once.
Like I said, I'm just giving the people what they want.
Okay. Cool. And I'm not. So here's what it is. You're never walk alone 2.0 says, will Forest finish in the top 4, Wolfie?
Yes. And if we beat you on Tuesday, we'll win the league. Like drop.
Raw.
I need to know how much I need to know how much you're ramping or how much you're being serious.
I'm
Wolfie
deadly
being
serious.
You being
If we
serious.
beat you on Tuesday, we win the league.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And people say it's crazy, but at the start of the season, people saying Forest in the top half was crazy. Look where we are now.
I hear it. DNJ says, did you guys end up doing a calling show? No. Keep an eye out.
We'll
we're
get
gonna
that patterned up,
confirm this
people.
week
We'll
when that's
get
gonna happen.
that sorted. We'll get that sorted. We'll get that sorted, man.
Indeed. Right. Boys, anything you want to say before we wrap up?
No, just listen.
No,
big
no,
up
no.
to
It's been a fun
Wolfie
show,
each and
man.
every time,
It's been a
man.
fun show.
Thank you for joining us, broski.
Oh,
Appreciate it,
Yeah.
man.
You know what?
Wolfie, you're a
I know
legend,
this
mate.
might make the thing long out, but I am curious. Wolfie, if we beat you, where do you feel like that leaves Forest in the season? Like,
In the
is
top
it demoralizing
4,
or you're like, it's a minor and we just keep going?
Nah, if you beat us, that's it. Even I can't be deluded enough to say title race. You've won it. That's how big I think these 3 points are to you. If we lose, I think we're in a top 4 race. I just worry about Newcastle, boys. I think Newcastle are red hot right now, and they are coming strong. So
Alexander
I think
Isak, innit? He's on a madness.
just even their midfield, man. You look at Joe Linton, you look at Bruno, you look at Tonali. They got a good squad. So I say we're in the top 4 race. We've got a little buffer, but if we beat you, game on, man. It's a 2-horse race.
Fair enough.
It's a 2-horse race.
Newcastle are similar to you guys, though. I think if they was to lose Isak, they would lose a lot of what would help them be effective. So they've got to be very careful with Isak. But yeah, fair play, man.
Well, people, if you haven't already, smash that like button on both videos, whether that be you watching on Forest Fan TV on Coppish. It's been an absolute pleasure, people. Until we see you again, thanks all for watching and listening. Stay safe, stay blessed with Coppish, along with Wolfie, and we're out, people. Take care.
Bless up.
Peace.